Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just out here in the pasture kind of looking over some of our wild blackberry bushes. On this homestead we have a ton of wild blackberry bushes, and I noticed most of the berries are red now. So here in about a week and a half, most of those red berries are going to turn black and they're going to be ready for picking. Now the blackberries, we'll pick as many as we can. The wife will freeze some, she'll make cobblers out of them, we'll just eat them like they come right off the vine, or she'll make a bunch of jelly.
Have mustard and biscuit 3 or 4 times a week.
We made a bunch of different jellies last year with the blackberries. The wife's not a huge fan of the seeds, so I think we're going to try something a little different this year. I think we're going to run them through the food processor and just kind of pulverize everything and then run it through the jelly maker. And hopefully before too long, we will have a lot of blackberry jelly that we got right here on the homestead. But I was noticing, here's one of the blackberry bushes behind me. There's a lot of grass around this thing. So I think I'm going to go get the little tractor because it's got the 7-foot brush hog on it right now and go ahead and mow around a bunch of these blackberry bushes. Just so here in a week and a half when we're ready to start picking blackberries, it's a whole lot easier to get up there too. You can see all these red berries all out through here. This is just one bush. There is a bunch of these bushes around here. So I'm gonna get all this brush hog just so we can get up closer to them. If you've ever picked blackberries, you know that the snakes like staying in the blackberry bushes, and all this grass around here is just gonna be loaded up with chiggers. So the kids will be helping us pick a lot of them. So I wanna make sure that they're not getting eaten up by chiggers, making sure some of the snakes stay away. Cutting the grass isn't really gonna help the snakes, but may make it easier for us to see them. So anyways, let's go get the little tractor, fire it up, and get it brought down here and start doing some brush hogging around all this stuff. All right, guys, that looks a whole lot better. Now we'll be able to get up there without getting totally eat up with chiggers. And I did notice one of the crazy wheels on the brush hog wasn't really being crazy, so I'm gonna have to look into that. That one on the left-hand side was hanging up pretty bad. Made a lot of different grooves out through here. This thing is loaded with red berries. There's some black ones in there. Okay, I did notice over by the house there was a blackberry bush that has a ton of blackberries that are ready to go on it, so we may go ahead and pick some of those this evening. This one, it's loaded up. We're gonna get a big harvest in blackberries this year. We just gotta beat the birds to them. That's one thing about blackberries. Once they get ready, you need to get on them pretty quick or something else is gonna come by and eat them. Whether that be birds, raccoons, or deer, whatever. They all like the blackberries, so you just got to get to them while you can. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting a bunch of these blackberries picked, get them for the wife, because she will freeze them. The frozen berries, you can make pies or cobblers or whatever you want later down the road if you want. They'll be fine in the freezer for a good bit. You can also make jelly out of them after they've been froze. It's not a huge deal. We're going to end up picking a bunch, and the wife loves blackberry jelly. So do my kids. The wife just doesn't like the seeds, so we are going to figure out some way. I think this year we're going to put all the blackberries that we make jelly out of in a food processor and just basically emulsify them down, and then we'll strain it, get all the seeds, or as many seeds as we can out of it, and then we'll put the rest of that stuff into the jelly maker, and we should get quite a bit of little jars of blackberry jelly. You guys leave a comment if you have blackberries in your area, how they do, what do you use them for. If you want to see us go through the process of making blackberry jelly, some places have wild strawberries or wild raspberries and blueberries, things like that. We don't necessarily have a lot of those around here. We have a ton of blackberries though, which of all those berries I just mentioned, blackberries are definitely in my top favorite.
Who's eating them?
Sweetie's eating them?
Yes, off the thing. I bet the horse.
She ain't real smart.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe she is. She knows which ones to eat. Or knows she can eat them.
Oh, did I get that one? Go with that. No. Help. Oh, this one? We can't eat them. Yes, yet. I go back here. Ooh, it really a lot more.
Hey, get back. This will poke you. Oh, Mama Cow's right there.
Got some food.
This is what we get to deal with when we pick blackberries. Here you go. Hey. You guys watch for snakes.
That's what I'm scared of out here.
Don't be scared, just keep an eye out.
You know, like me, you see the biggest blackberry, and it's like in this.
It's always deep down in there, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're like, oh my goodness, I really want that. Look out! And you try with everything. Out!
If you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.